Hi everyone, I'm Lisa with Needle on the Run, and for today's video I'm going to be highlighting a really cute pouch. I love this pouch. Jess from Oklaroots wrote the pattern for this pouch, and it's a free pattern on her website. If you're a bag maker and you're not already following her, I highly recommend you check Jess at Oklaroots. I will put the link in the description box below. She is so creative and has so much fun with her fabric and colors, and she does bags and things. So if you're a bag maker, check her out. But today I'm gonna highlight this pouch for a couple of reasons. One, I love it. It's one of my favorite patterns. It's so quick and easy to make. It's pretty on the outside. It is finished with a zipper on the inside. No unfinished exposed seams. Couple of zipper tabs, really easy to put together. But this faux leather, let me put that up there. Look how cute that workout themed faux leather is. As a My Craft Source influencer, I had the opportunity to select that and highlight that on their shop. So that is in their shop. I will put a link below in the description box. So if you want to pick some of that up, you can. And I wanted to show you, this is what it looks like front and back. Let's see if I can put it up there. It's kind of a fabric backing to it. It is so pliable, so soft, and really easy for a domestic machine to handle. So I'm not going to give you step-by-step instructions on how to put this pouch together. Jess does that. Free pattern on her website, and she has a great YouTube video giving you step-by-step on how to assemble this pouch, and she is such a great instructor. So be sure to check that out. But instead, I am going to show you the supplies that I use so that you will know if you want to tackle this project on your domestic machine. And I will also give you a few video segments on putting it together, but not really instructional, just so you can kind of see how my machine handles it. I do use a Juki domestic machine. And then at the end, I'm going to give you some ideas on how you might use this pouch. So I think it's great for everyone. It's very versatile. And if all of that sounds good to you, then stick around. So this is the pattern. I've already downloaded it from Oklaroots and printed and cut the pattern. This will make the bottom section of your pouch. That will be made from the clear glitter vinyl that I got from Sew Hungry Hippie. And I'll be sure to link that or provide that link in the description box below. The top of the pouch will be made with the My Craft Source faux leather. I love this faux leather from My Craft Source. It is soft, pliable, and just so easy to work with, and cute. You're also going to need some cotton woven. This is to make the top lining of your pouch. It's going to go on the top section of your pouch. And then you're going to need a little piece for your zipper tabs. And all of the measurements for the woven pieces are included in the pattern. And then you're also going to need a zipper. So those are your materials. So let's talk a little, one other thing. You will need some fold over elastic, and this is 3/4 of an inch fold over elastic, and it's shiny on one side and it's a little bit of a matte or a dull finish on the other. It's nice and easy. You can just fold it in half and then top stitch to create a pretty finish on the outside without having to do any kind of turning your pouch inside out. So it's really an easy pouch, especially for beginners. So then thread, I'm going to be using just Gutermann white thread to go with the white fold over elastic, and I have the same for my bobbin, and it is a polyester thread. I will be using a non-stick foot on my sewing machine. It just glides right over that faux leather and the vinyl, makes it really easy. And I use a Schmetz Microtex needle. This one is a 90 by 14. That's what I use. Those tend to be a little bit sharper. And then for some tools. So I have, of course, my clips to hold things together. You don't want to put pins in your vinyl because then that's going to create a hole in that vinyl. You don't want to do that. So we'll be clipping things together to hold it in place. We also might use a little bit of double-sided tape to hold things in place. This isn't a must, but it sure does help a good bit. Of course, I've got my Fix-On pen just for a marking tool. And then I have my handy dandy seam ripper and stiletto that my husband made. He turns these. So there you go. I use the stiletto quite a bit with these pouches. You have to be very careful holding this fold over elastic, and this comes in handy. So you can get close to the needle without having to put your finger close to the needle, which is great. And then of course, my snips. So those are the things that I will be using as we put this together. So let's get started. First, we're gonna add our zipper tabs to each end to make that zipper look pretty and give it a clean finish. Next, we're gonna add the zipper to the top faux leather section of your pouch. So this is usually the printed piece of your pouch. On the very top, you wanna center your zipper, back stitch at the beginning and the end, and you want to baste that zipper about 1/8 of an inch from the edge just to anchor it in place. Then you're going to grab your lining and you're going to put that lining on top, and then you want to use a 1/4 inch stitch to get close to the zipper to attach your lining fabric. You may have to move your zipper pull out of the way. And again, you want to back stitch at each end. And you're going to flip that over. You're going to put wrong sides together. Pull that zipper out, make it a nice clean crease. And then you're going to do a pretty top stitch just to hold the faux leather and that lining fabric in place, secure it, and make sure it doesn't get caught up in your zipper. And this is where that non-stick foot really comes in handy. It just glides right over that faux leather. And then you will repeat the same steps on the other side to add the other top panel and lining. Had a quick thread change because now I'm going to add my label. So this is where you want to add your label if you have one for your business. And I just wanted to make sure that my thread matched. So I just quickly switched that out to a black thread to match my black label, and then I'll switch it back after the label has been applied. So now we're going to attach the clear vinyl bottom of our pouch. So we're just going to put that on top of our faux leather, and we're going to stitch about 1/4 of an inch away from the edge, securing that lower section in place. And we're going to fold that over, and this is where that double-sided tape comes in handy. We're going to hide this seam. So we're going to apply some tape here, and that is going to hold down the section that we just sewed. And then we're going to pull down our lining, fold that edge to match. We don't want it longer because we don't want to see that through the clear vinyl. There we go. So then you fold this over and you make that match the same length as your faux leather. And apply some clips. Remember, we don't want to put pins here because that's going to make holes in our vinyl. And so I secure each end with a clip, and then I will come in and use a little bit of that double-sided tape to hold it down in the middle. press that down so it's nice and secure. And then we're going to flip it over and we're going to top stitch along that edge, and that is going to hold together all of our layers. So that's going to hold together our faux leather, the clear vinyl, and the lining fabric, and that is how we hide our seam. And now it's time to finish your pouch. So this is where we're going to add that fold over elastic to close in all the edges of our pouch. I do veer off from the Oklaroots pattern just a little bit here. Jess uses a different method for adding the binding. I have just found that I enjoy the fold over elastic, but I use the same color thread as my elastic to match, and that just makes everything look seamless. Actually, you hardly even see a stitch, but be patient, use your stiletto, be sure that you are sandwiching in all of the layers in between that fold over elastic, and just take your time working your way all the way around the curves and the edge. And here they are, the finished pouches. I made 2 different sizes, and then I also used 2 different accent colors just to give you an idea of how that goes with the pattern vinyl. So they both have the clear vinyl on the bottom. Again, that was from Sew Hungry Hippie, and I love this glitter clear vinyl. And then my favorite on the top from my craft source, you can find it under the printed pattern faux leather. And on the back of each of them, they have my Needle on the Run logo and label, and then the inside is lined with no exposed seams. So let me give you a couple of ideas on how you might use these pouches. I'll start first with the larger pouch. So this would be just a great size pouch to put your sunscreen in there. This is my face sunscreen. Body Glide, if you're a runner, you're probably really familiar with what this is. This helps prevent chafing, because if you chafe during a run, that can be a really uncomfortable shower. A little bit of pain reliever if you need that, if it's a long run maybe. And then some lip balm with sunscreen. I do use that every day when I run, and then a few Band-Aids. So it's a great way to pack it ahead. Throw it in your bag, throw it in your suitcase. That way when you leave the house, you know you have everything you need. This is great if you're gonna go for an outside run with a friend after work, or if you've got a running event that you're heading to out of town. It's a perfect way to pack it. So let's look at the small one. I love this little small size. It's so good for just any kind of bag, workout bag, just a big carry bag. You might use this one for hydration and nutrition. So some noon tabs, maybe some electrolyte, water powder, maybe some energy chews to go in there. And that way you can keep it all together in this one pouch. Another option for this size, which I really like, you could use it for your technology pouch. So your Garmin or whatever watch you use when you run can go in there. I don't know about you, but I'm always looking for my charging cord. Even when I go out of town, it seems I never have it. And then my AirPods, I like to put those together as well. So it's just your technology kit in there. You won't forget anything, you pack it ahead of time, you know you've got everything you need. So it's just a great size for that. So 2 cute, adorable pouches. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video and learned something new about working with faux leather and vinyl. So just to recap, I made the small pouch, which is great for those smaller items. The larger pouch, which is really good when you're packing for a weekend or a week trip. It's just a great way to keep things organized in your suitcase. And then I also made one more, this cute one, highlighting another My Craft Source faux leather that I got to select. And I'll put it up close, I'll try to angle it a little bit. This is a retro tie-dye, and I love it, and I don't know about you, but it reminds me of the beach. And the beach is one of my favorite places. So I made this one for me, just for me, to put my keys, money, the smaller items that I carry with me to the beach, but I don't want them to get lost down in the bottom of my beach bag. So this one is mine. I'm hanging on to that one. So I have one other faux leather to show you. Let's see if I can get that right side up. Yep. So this one is a healthy eating theme. You've got your fruits and veggies and water. If you know anything about me, I'm a bit of a health nut. So I've got a great fun project in mind for this one that will be coming soon to the Needle on the Run YouTube channel, so stay tuned for that. But until then, let me know how you use your pouch, if you make one. If you make one, drop a picture in the comments. If you don't make one, but have some great ideas about how to use them, send those to me as well. I love to hear your ideas. There's so many fun ideas for this. You could make a first aid kit and you could use kind of a red and white theme at the top. You could use it for kids' crayons and coloring pencils and things like that. You could find a cute little faux leather that would remind you of makeup and use it for makeup. But having that clear bottom is so helpful to be able to see everything that's in that bag. So send me your ideas. But until then, look for more videos to come soon on Needle on the Run and go make something fun.